What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and today we threw it on Twitter. We asked you guys what you guys thought of potentially doing a little bit of FIFA content. You guys overwhelmingly suggested that we should do it, but I just want to stress that this is not a FIFA channel. Don't you guys worry, we're still doing what's true to the channel. But we did want to bring you this interesting video, and the only reason I wanted to bring this type of video to you guys is because it was actually something that when I used to play career mode, I used to love playing out scenarios, and this was actually a scenario I played out years ago. But our CEO was talking about buying Lewandowski and saying that he would potentially spend 100 million on him because he knows he's a proven goal scorer. So I was like, I thought that legitimately it might happen. I thought he was approaching 30, 100 million, maybe let him go, and then Bayern would buy Timo Werner. Obviously, it never happened. They said, no, we're not selling Lewandowski. But this is a hypothetical world, so we're just going to pretend it did. We're going to pretend that they thought that he was approaching his 30s, maybe he wouldn't be at his peak. We went in there, we bought him, and we reunited the three. We reunited Robert Lewandowski, Mario Götze, and Marco Reus. And we're going to now jump into a season where I'm going to sim pretty much the entire season, and we're going to try to see how we do. We'll recreating that threesome of fantastic footballers that we had that brought us some titles. Well, not quite Reus, but the duo of Götze and Lewandowski, as well as obviously that Champions League final. Will they be able to recreate that? Will we go on a Champions League push? I'm expecting big things from them, so that is what we're going to do in this episode. We really hope you guys like it, and we're going to get into it now. So getting started here, you guys may see that we're using a brand new account. We're using our producers right here because mine's just a little out of commission, the PS4 right now, which is no problem. So we were going to grab Lewandowski and try to actually buy him, but because this is a new account, we can't afford him. So after several attempts of trying to sell players, I just said, screw it. They took Lewandowski from us. We're going to take Lewandowski from them, so I moved him over. So getting in here, we're obviously going to name our manager JJD. And the last name TV, it's got a little ring to it. You know how it is. And we're going to get started with the Dortmund career mode. Change our nationality to Canada because I am a Canadian. And that's what we're going to do. So taking a look when we pick Dortmund here, we're obviously have the match difficulty, which we're going to throw in world class because I'm a baller. We're going to have short little matches and turn off international job offers. And we're going to do it in a way where I can only play one game. So throughout this entire experience, there's only one single game I can pick. So I got to be very strategic in how I do it. I can either potentially play one of the last games of the season if we're tied with someone, or we can play a cup game if we get to the Champions League final or however we may get on there. So those are really the only rules. And on top of the fact that I plucked Lewandowski from Bayern and put him in Dortmund, but we're just gonna pretend that we went through with that rumor, and Bayern was saying, okay, you know what, we'll sell him. We'll sell him to you, and that's what happened. So we're just gonna save it here, so we're good to go, and take a look at the team. And the way I want to do it is because looking at the team, we're gonna start off with our little Champions Trophy here. We're gonna start off by hopefully getting a little $11 million. It's not really gonna matter how much money we get because I'm not gonna be spending a whole lot of money. I'm not going to be spending any money. I'm going to use the exact same team that we have, just with Lewandowski. So we're going to go over to the formation. We're going to change it into the 4-2-3-1 narrow. That's the formation that they played with when those three played together. We're going to toss Reus over to the left. Guerrero will obviously be our left back. Zagadou and Hummels, probably going to put Hummels over on the left. I'm going to keep Piszczek in. I'm going to keep Piszczek over Akanji just for the nostalgic feel, you know. I mean, obviously having Hakimi in would be lovely, but I want to reunite the boys. Really, the only other player I can think of that's on the teams that these guys played on was indeed Piszczek, so I'm going to keep Piszczek in. Also going to throw Götze in. He's the other third person there, so he's going to play as Cam. Lewandowski striker, Reus on the left, Sancho on the right, Chan and Witzel as our CDM. We're going to have Hummels. I'm going to put Akanji in for now and have Hummels obviously on the other center back with Piszczek, Guerrero, Berkey. Not a bad little lineup. We're going to get our subs in order here. We're going to throw hits on for our backup goalie. We're going to have Schultz with Zagadou as our backup defenders. Brain is a little too young. It's not going to matter because we're simming. So I'm going to throw Delaney up there, Hazard, and we're going to put Brandt, and then we're going to switch to Hood with obviously Holland, and that'll be your team. And I'm not obviously going to play with it, so I'm going to let this be completely simmed. I want to see how they will get on reuniting the three heroes of Götze, Reus, and Lewandowski, and seeing what will happen if we pluck Lewandowski back from Bayern. We're just going to look at our roles here, and obviously Reus is going to be every single one. Sorry, Lewandowski, when you left, you lost the penalty duty, and we're going to keep Reus doing it. Instructions I'm not going to play with until I potentially play a game, but that is it. That is our starting 11 in the 4-2-3-1, and I'm excited to see how we're going to do here. We're going to go to the squad hub just because I want to make sure that Lewandowski's got his number 9. I'm pretty sure, because we went on current squads, that the number 9 jersey was left, not taken. So I'm just going to double check because, yep, there it is. Perfect. Number 9 is good. Götze's rocking 10, Reus 11. It's what you like to see. And we will get going. I'm going to go over to the season, though. Take a look, and we're going to start simming. So we obviously have the tournament that will come, and then we're going to sim just to the Super Cup, just because I want to see how that goes. So, oh, look at that. Looks like we potentially might have won that. And we're at the Super Cup now, so I'm going to actually go over to the... yeah, I'm going to check. See what we do. Because we might have won some money there. I know, like I said, it doesn't actually matter. But we won 4-0, 1-4-1, 1-2-0. In the semis, 1-1-0. Yeah, look at that. Beat Madrid 2-1 and won our first piece of silverware. Not bad. Let's see if we can make it 2-for-2 and take on Bayern Munich. So they're going to have to pull a Dortmund and try to replace a striker. And let's see who they got there. Looks like they got Art playing with... Oh, we lost. Lewandowski scored against his former club for his new club, which was his former club. And we lost that one, so that's tough. Brandt looks a little angry with us. We're gonna ignore that because we're simming. That's fine. So we're gonna take a look. I think I'm gonna probably look to sim it to somewhere deep in the start of January. I think I'm gonna do it right up until the new winter transfer window. So probably, yeah, December 31st we'll sim it to, and then we'll check in with the boys after that and see what we're doing. I'm expecting big things. I mean, we stole Lewandowski from Bayern, so I don't know how they're going to replace those goals, but I'm hoping we'll be in first place. So going on over notifications, we're not on track. Probably, I'm not fully sure why. Probably the youth. We're going to ignore that. Hopefully we don't get fired and we can get through up until the next window without getting fired. Let's go down, take a look. We're just going to negotiate Götze's contract because it's running out, and obviously we're keeping the guys together. Oh, look at that. He doesn't even want a crucial role. He's going to take a sporadic role. All right, you can have a 3-year sporadic role. Götze, we'll give you, yeah, whatever. That's fine. Doesn't matter. We're only doing one season here. Making sure Götze's happy. I mean, he's part of the 3, so we want to make sure that the boys are rolling together. We're not looking good with the 68 rating. That's not what you want to see, but on the bright side, after 17 games, we're in first place. Bayern's right behind us. Little break between Leverkusen, Leipzig, Gladbach, Hoffenheim, and Frankfurt wrap up the European places. And Wolfsburg's there in 8th, but we're looking good. 16-1-0. Can't really go wrong with that. Schalke looks like they're having a much better season than they're probably going to have this year. Hertha, Cologne, Bremen, Augsburg, Berlin, Freiburg, Dusseldorf, Paderborn, and Mainz round out the standings. So that's not too bad. I think I'm going to jump on over and see how the players are doing. And Lewandowski, with 15 goals in 17 matches. It's what you want to see. Bayern, Maddox, looks like they replaced him with him, and he's got 12 goals, which isn't too bad either. Not fully sure about how much money they probably spent on him. I don't think he's a crazy good transfer in FIFA 20, but some nice assist returns there. We see Berkey's leading the way with clean sheets. Yellow cards, we can see Chan being Chan, picking up a few, and we got no red cards, so not bad. I mean, that's what you like to see. Sancho's got 7 goals, and looking over at the Deutsche Pokal, I saw Reus with a couple, and the Super Cup, we weren't obviously in, so that's not bad. I mean, we're not doing probably pretty well because of the, I'm assuming, youth development, because I'm not doing any of that, because we're just simming, but we'll try to throw in a couple coaches and scouts and try to see what we can do here to try to not get fired, because if we get fired, the whole experiment goes to crap. So we'll sim a little bit and check some mail, and now I'm just gonna say whatever and go to the end, and so hopefully we don't get fired, because that would defeat the entire purpose. So with that, we're going to sim our entire way through the season. I'm expecting we'll probably... Oh, we're in the Europa League. That is probably why we're not doing very well. I didn't even try to look and determine that we got kicked out of the Champions League. That is very embarrassing. So that is pretty poor. I would have expected us with Lewandowski to do some wonders in the Champions League. And after 32 games right now, though, we are, wow, tied with Bayern. Okay. So there's a couple big contests, and we got knocked out of the Deutsche Pokal against Bayern. That's tough there. We won our second round 3-0. So that's good result there. In the third round, a couple of nice results. We had another 3-0 win to go on to the quarters, where it looks like we beat Leverkusen in a shootout to go to the semis, where we lost to Bayern 2-1. So it's a Bayern-Wolfsburg final for the Deutsche Pokal. So that's a shame. I mean, Munich obviously won the Super Cup, so they are on pace to potentially win 3. We won our exhibition little champions tournament in Argentina. But the big thing we want to check out was the Champions League, and what went wrong there? We were in the group of death, and we went 3-0-3 and fell out by 1 point. So that is probably why. That's tough. I mean, that is, I mean, pretty bad for trying to steal Lewandowski. That is not what you're looking for, to really crap out of the Champions League, and now we're in the Europa League. But we are in the finals. So we jumped into the round of 32, and we took out Besiktas 5-2 on aggregate. Not bad. Going over to the round of 16. We jumped in and knocked out Gladbach 5-2 again on aggregate. Not too bad. Going over to the quarters, a couple of German theme here, took out Leverkusen. And then we went on to Valencia and had a nice, tough 3-2 aggregate win in the semis to move on to Rome in the finals. And I think I'm going to risk it. I mean, I love the Europa League. It's a competition that I think is not respected as much as it should be. And I was devastated when Dortmund got knocked out against Liverpool a few years ago when they had that run and made it to the quarters. And I was convinced that they were going to win. And in my opinion, they should have won. I think Liverpool just snuck out, and as Sevilla won that one. So for that and my little love for the Europa League, I'm probably gonna play that final game. Just pray that we're gonna sim these games and win. And oh, Bayern won there, so we got a big game here. This is risky. Taking on Leipzig. We got Götze, Reus, and Lewandowski firing on all cylinders. Oh, and we did it. 3-1. That's what you like to see. Final game. Do I play it? We all want the... I'm not doing it. I'm simming this against Hoffenheim. Oh, God, we won. Oh, 1-0. Emre Can brings the title back to us. Wow. And we go up to a massive 64. We're well respected after bringing home the title. I love it. But now let's try to bring home some European silverware. Taking a look at the team. I like it. Look at that 4-2-3-1. It's beautiful. Götze didn't get any better this year. Why would he? He's got that Bayern thought in the back of his mind. I get it. But we're going to actually do a little custom tactics because I'm actually going to play this game. And I'm just going to get ready. And we're going to do it. And I want to take on Roma. And, I mean, ideally, I'm going to call it, I want to score with Reus, Lewandowski, and Götze. That's the whole point of this video. I mean, if I can somehow pull off that 3-0 or 3-1 or 3-2, whatever win it is, and I get a goal with all three of those, that is what you want to see. And it also, just like I mentioned, like the Europa League is just, it's such a cool competition because there's so many, besides obviously Sevilla of late, but there's so many different teams that can have a chance to make it. And some of those lower-esh teams that just get into Europe find this competition so much fun. So I want to see what we can do here. So we're just going to fly through this for you guys because, I mean, not a crazy amount happens. So we're just going to sim it until we can finally find our first goal of this, and it comes right here. Big build-up play. Look at the pace on the guy. Götze to Lewandowski. How many times have you seen the pass and then hammers it home? That's what you want. Robert Lewandowski in the Europa League final. That's what we brought him in for. The second best European competition to win. That's what it's all about. That's what Lewandowski wants to see, and it was a nice little pass by Götze. Put it in the back of the net, and just before halftime, that gives JJD TV a big momentum boost going into the first half of the Europa League. And coming back, we're gonna just get through this a little bit quicker. Take a look up. Götze's stamina's getting down on him, but we're gonna keep him in. This whole video is boosted around him, so he's got to really suck it up here. Mkhitaryan comes in with a big effort. It's not even kind of close with the amount of potential Mkhitaryan has. You think he'd do better, but that's all right. We're gonna skip a little bit ahead. A little build-up play here. Lewandowski's taking a look. Who's he find? Oh, what a ball to Marco Reus, our captain, and he buries it. 2-0. 2-3 on the board. That's what. Look at that beautiful captain's armband. We need one more. We need Götze to get his 68 rapid pace through it on goal here, and we got to do it. And that's what we're looking for. And this is looking potential. Lewandowski finds Götze. Oh, the juke. He's gone, and that's 3. And that's what you want. 3 goals. Lewandowski, Mario Götze, Marco Reus, all 3. That puts us in a very comfortable position. I mean, we were heavy favorites going in. I mean, we have Robert Lewandowski, and we're going up against Henrik Mkhitaryan. We should win this game, and we're up 3-0, and it's looking pretty. As long as JJD TV can get the defense a little bit in order here, we're going to be cruising to a Europa League as well as title league double with the Bundesliga and the Europa League. It's over. Look at that. Look at the passion. Guerrero and Sancho can't take it. Got rejected from the Champions League in the group of death, but we came back and kicked Chris Smalling right in the goatee. That's what you want to see, and it's great. So I mean, with a Europa League win, I mean, it has a little special spot in my heart. I love watching those competitions. The Europa League is just, in my opinion, such a wild one. It's been kind of annoying watching Sevilla, in my opinion, win it as much as they did, but I mean, you got to give credit to them. It's always, every time they win it, there's just so much passion. You saw them win it this year and be so excited about it. So I mean, this Europa League is a great title to win. I really want Dortmund to win it when they had the chance a few years ago. It would have been, in my opinion, a very cool trophy, but we were able to win it here, and that's really what matters. We were able to get Lewandowski come in here, cleans up the Bundesliga, cleans up the Europa League, and I'd say that's a pretty successful year. I think if you go up to any Dortmund fan and said, hey, guess what? You're going to get knocked out of the Champions League at the group stage, but you're going to win the Europa League, and you're going to win the Bundesliga. Would you take it? I guarantee every single fan out there would say yes. I absolutely would. And look at Marco Reus. He's just too pumped about this. This is perfect. And with that, we take it on. And that is a fantastic performance from the kids all around. Look at the emotion. Mario Götze loves it. He's got Bayern in the back of his head right now, but that's okay. We'll let him celebrate after signing that big 3-year deal. We know he's going to probably walk away eventually anyways, so it's great. Marco Reus lifts it up. And I was a little surprised at that. I was expecting a little more from the Champions League. I can't believe throwing Lewandowski in this from Munich would have led to a Europa League win. But I kind of like it just from my personal effect from the Europa League. But I mean, in an ideal situation, Lewandowski should have came here and Dortmund should have been pushing for a Champions League. If I was predicting what I was expecting, I would have expected at least a quarterfinal, if not semifinal appearance in the Champions League. And I was definitely expecting to win the league title. That was just, in my opinion, a shocker that we tied. We plucked Lewandowski from the team, but it just shows how depth Munich have in their teams. But looking at the final goals, you got Reus, you got Götze, and you got Lewandowski. The whole point of the video, and for all of them to score in the game, was absolutely perfect. We're avoiding the press. We don't want that too much attention. But let's dive in. Let's take a look at the final standings, and we took it on 88 points, 28 wins, 4 ties, 2 losses, 80 goals for, 15 goals against, and a 65 goal differential. Bayern was tied with us on points, but we had this goal scorer. We had that goal scorer Lewandowski, which is the entire reason that we won on goal differential. But Leverkusen, Leipzig finish off the Champions League. Gladbach, Hoffenheim, and Wolfsburg finish out the Europa League. We got Frankfurt, Berlin, Bremen, Cologne, Schalke, Dusseldorf, Freiburg, and Augsburg rounding out the rest of the league, with Union Berlin going to relegation battle with Mainz and Paderborn getting relegated. So not too bad. I mean, I would take an 88-point return for Dortmund any day. I was honestly expecting a little bit more, or honestly, I was expecting a little bit less from Bayern. I would have assumed a 27-7 and 0 performance just wouldn't have been there for them, but I would have expected them probably be around the 75 to 80 mark. So good on them. They lost the final to Wolfsburg as well, so that's just fantastic. That's what you like to see with a penalty shot. I think Bas Dost probably took that 5th penalty, and it's wonderful. So Bayern walked away with only 1 trophy from this, and that was the Super Cup against us, the Marco Reus Cup. Look at that. That's just, that's right. They got 1 trophy, but we walked away with 3. We got the Champions Trophy from Argentina beating Madrid, so I mean, I think that's a big win. And then obviously we had, the final has Barcelona and Liverpool in it. So round of 16 had some interesting results there with City, Spurs, Inter, Madrid, a few of those guys moving on. A couple heavyweights. We got Madrid, Barca, City, Liverpool moving on. On the semis, Liverpool, Barca, and then the final was still to be played on May 30th. That's okay. Either one doesn't matter to me. I don't care really who wins that. But the big one was the Europa League. Come on, look at it. 3-0 win. That's what you want after a great performance all around for the kids there. And yeah, that was our second trophy, as well as obviously the Bundesliga. So that's 3 trophies from this. This is just fantastic. So now let's jump on over to our team stats here. We're gonna just go take a look. And I have a tough feeling that some of the results here won't be 22 goals. So Lewandowski came up with 22 goals. That's not too bad. Royce had 16, Sancho 14, Thomas Delaney hammer in 7. Brandt was 7 as well. So it looks like I don't see Götze anywhere there. Götze did not score all season long. That's what we get for simming. I'm assuming JJD TV wasn't taking it. Götze's attitude, his mind wasn't playing on Bayern, so we must have put him towards the bottom there. So that's a little tough, but that's all right. So Brandt's got a good return of six assists as well. Thorgan Hazard coming off the bench quite a bit. Emre Can had a solid performance. Axel Witsel was just doing what he's doing. Looks like he got a bit of an injury. Haaland only played 9 games. He'll be taken after Lewandowski soon enough, don't you worry. Hakimi played quite a bit as well. Guerrero had a few points as well. Jumping on down. Look at that. Berkey's above Götze in the goal contribution with 0. That's not what you like. Where is Götze? There he is. He only played 5 appearances. We're going to pretend he got an injury. That's tough. But he came on when it mattered. He came on in the Europa League. He played the last 2 games of the season. I mean, the trifecta was back. I mean, they played in the games that mattered. And that's what's and look at that, 10 assists for Sancho and Brandt, Schultz, Chan, not bad for assists. Our clean sheets there, a lot of the players getting clean sheets. That's a little interesting, but Hummel's got a few apples too. So he's even in the game. It shows that he plays out from the back. That's always good. Good return there. Götze with absolutely nothing. Jadon Sancho and Berkey tying with clean sheets, great. Emre Can being what Emre Can does with those six yellows, and it doesn't look like anyone got a red. No one did. What a clean season for us. And okay, all right. No, we're gonna pretend he didn't get the best average. We are gonna see that Lewandowski, Royce, and Sancho did. So that's some good results there. We'll also take a look a little bit at Bayern. I'm curious of how they did so well after losing Lewandowski to be able to tie us on points. So we'll go into there, see what they did. Jose Juan Maddox, wow, 23 goals. That's how you replace Lewandowski. Good on them. Gnabry had a few, Perisic as well. Coutinho played a bit part, only 11 games, as well as Muller with 19. That's interesting. I'm very surprised that they were able to get those 88 points. That's I mean, it doesn't look like they scored near as many goals, really, and did near as much as we did, but Arp didn't do much. Can't respect him to replace Lewandowski, so not bad. So who took away the Lacazette? What a purchase. Leverkusen picks up Lacazette, who takes home the top scorer with 24 goals. Lewandowski was sitting in third with 20. Milik, Piontek as well. Royce had 16, Sancho 14. A lot of good goal returns for us. I was still a little shocked that Lewandowski, I honestly thought he would have been closer to the 25 to 30 goal mark, but what can you do? I mean, when you got Lacazette coming in here and banging home 24, Sancho had the most assists around the league. Lacazette had a great season. Wow, 9 assists as well. But Sancho had 10 assists, and that's awesome. With Berkey with 22 clean sheets, fantastic. Yellow cards, Chan was near the top. No reds for the boys. Not bad. I mean, that's good. I was expecting a little bit more, honestly, from the Champions League portion. I'm still a little mind-boggled, but I'm gonna say that this experiment was a win. I'm gonna say this experiment was a win mostly because we walked away with just 2 big trophies. I mean, we got a European trophy, and realistically, I mean, bringing home a Europa League trophy over, say, a quarterfinal or semifinal appearance in Champions League is huge for us. And then bringing home the Bundesliga, which, if you ask any Dortmund fan, is the absolute overall goal of the season. So I think JJD TV's first season in charge, grabbing Lewandowski from a direct rival, I think it's smart. I can kind of see why Bayern was trying to do that over the years and just kind of take our exact striker and trying to leave us high and dry. So I liked it. I hope you guys really enjoyed that, and we'll cut out now. And with that comes the end to that little experiment there. Hope you guys liked it. This was obviously our first little attempt at a FIFA video. I thought it was pretty interesting because like it potentially could have happened. I mean, we saw a lot of the players swap back and forth between Bayern and Dortmund, and obviously bringing Lewandowski back would have been fun. So with that, we walked away with, I mean, the exhibition trophy, which I mean, I guess doesn't mean too much, but the big ones, we walked away with the Bundesliga, and we walked away with a Europa League. So I want you guys to let me know what you guys thought of the video. If you want to see from time to time a little bit more of that as in FIFA 21 when it comes out, as well as do you think that was a success? Do you think the Bundesliga and Europa League justified the Lewandowski purchase? And if you guys are new around here, obviously I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.